Yes, once again, the Ghetto Free Press, reporting what others ignore. In the latest edition of the Wilkinson County Post, front page coverage, local gasoline prices continue to plummet, lower prices expected at the pump. Wilkinson County proposes new middle and high school building. But that's not the beef of why I'm here. I want you to focus on this black mayor in Gordon, Georgia, the first black mayor and the first female mayor in Gordon's history, Mary Ann Whippaloo. Mayor recognizes Boone as city attorney, and that was at the meeting a few days ago. Read the Wilkinson County Post, but not only that, once you read the article in the paper by Judy Bailey, then look at the complete video of that meeting and see if she is fair, if she is balanced, and if she have a vendetta against the mayor. But she did not call for a forensic audit in any of these newspapers. You don't see where their opinion says that we want this audit because we want to account for the tax dollars. Judy Bailey never said that in recent papers. Now, as I said, all this is on video from start to finish, so you don't have to guess about that. There's no need of me talking about it. I want you to read this paper. Then I want you to compare what took place on behalf of the citizens in Gordon as it is recorded on video, and you be the judge. I don't want to criticize this beautiful Caucasian lady, Judy Bailey. I want the truth to speak for itself, because Jesus said, and ye shall know the truth, and that the truth shall set and make you free. Enough on that point. Now, the other article says, questions swirl around complaints against Judge Robert S. Reeves. And of course, they have a picture of the scales and balances. Now, if Mary Ann Whippaloo asked for a forensic audit, and that's when all hell broke loose on the backside of hell, of heaven, that seems to involve the clerk of the court, Tawana Brown. I said seems to involve. We in the Gordon community, I'm here visiting because I was called here, say that they believe that there is money, according to the late Councilman Terry Reese. There is money in Gordon that belongs to the taxpayers that needs to be accounted for. Terry Reese, before he died, sat down with me, dialogue, gave me information, documents of checks with no backs on them, not knowing where the money went. Now, this is why he said at the meetings, number one, we must complete the audit. Number two, that he could not trust Gordon City Attorney Joseph Boone. He said, I just don't trust him. And I cannot work with people that I do not trust. Though that's a pretty near quote from Terry Reese. But guess what? You don't even have to take my word for it. All you have to do, or should do, is listen to the video. After all, the video is a real world piece of information that cannot be condemned because it hasn't been edited. It hasn't been edited, it hadn't been cut, it hadn't been clipped, and it hasn't been slipped. It's all there because in our form of government, you have a right to know. Now, Judy Bailey put in the paper a picture of the scales and balance. And some of us believe that the scale and balance represents justice. But many of us who see that, it haven't been no justice for us. Now, in this article by Judy Bailey says that the U.S. Marshal delivered the U.S. mail, let me get it straight here, excuse me. The U.S. mail delivered puzzling letters during the past 3 weeks to at least 3 Gordon residents, and they are questioning if they actually sent in these complaints to the judicial qualifications system concerning Robert S. Reed being biased and therefore should recuse himself from the mayor of Gordon, Mayor Ann Whippaloo's case and all endeavors thereof. Now, they will battle that out somewhere in the courts, I guess. But what I want to say is this. I'm asking you across America and Canada, I'm asking you to look at all the videos that have been posted, wherein Joseph Boone, the attorney for Gordon, was supposed to represent the mayor and council. I want you to look at the harmony or disharmony. I want you to watch the hostilities or the respect given to the mayor from the attorney, Joseph Boone. Now, I'm not a lawyer, but what I'm asking you to do is just to look at the videos and you come to the decision. If Joseph Boone, the attorney, is providing the mayor with the information that mayors and other attorneys get from each other in the carrying on of the people's business in any government agency in the United States of America. I specifically, at one meeting, it's all been documented and many of you have already seen it. Don't you all remember when the mayor closed the meeting down because of the confusion that started from a white lady and possibly a black girl filming someone or attempting to film someone or whatever the case may be, but the video will tell exactly what it is. And the mayor said, we'll just adjourn the meeting. She did that because the chief of police did not get control over the meeting, and you can see on all of these videos what the police did in terms of trying to keep peace and discipline and informing the citizens that there is a Georgia law. Let me repeat. Failed to inform the people that there is a Georgia law called disrupting a public meeting in the state of Georgia. And when you violate a law such as that, they don't say we're going to take you outside. They say you have violated OC whatever, and it's a misdemeanor, and then we're going to take you to jail or whatever should be done. And I was the victim of that law, and so I'm very well familiar with it. And this is why there is peace and there is order in most city council meetings that I've seen, except the ones where there are newly elected black mayors here in the state of Georgia. And in many cases, the problems are the city attorney, the chief of police, the other police officers, the city manager, and others who are in the department who seem to snuck up and sneak up to certain groups of people, and they work against these black mayors, and it is indeed time for it to cease. It's time for it to stop. It's time for the civil rights organizations to focus in on these Georgia cities as we did in the 60s, because the wicked are not going to stop doing this. We must force them to do it. We must file suit, NAACP, SCLC, Urban League, Congressional Black Caucus, and we can't depend on the Justice Department as we did yesterday, because there is something that stinks. There's something that stinks. As Al Sharpton said on MSNBC, and I got this recorded too, it's on my YouTube channel, wherein he had KKK members on his program saying they have members in law enforcement, they have judges, and they have others. I didn't report this. Al Sharpton did it on MSNBC so the whole world could see just maybe why we are witnessing the resurrection of Jim Crow. But we are determined by the grace of God You see, we don't just go to church and holler hallelujah, hallelujah, this kind of stuff. We believe in the real God. We believe in the real Jesus, Miss Judy Bailey. And while I'm at it, let me close this out because I got some more I want to hit in a minute. So let me leave you with this. We have seen so many lies, so many since I started coming here. So many lies being told. At the meeting the other night, in the last previous meeting, with everything that's going on, let me say it again, because I'm the Get To Free Press. With everything that is going on here in Gordon, Georgia, what's going on in all these other cities I don't want to mention, no need of me telling you, call them all over again, because I am going to address Warrenton, Georgia. But why is it that in the state of Georgia, the news media in 2014 are so silent and not saying anything? They don't even attend the meetings. City Hall here in Gordon, with the mayor being taken out of office, the mayor being lied on, her name slandered, and all the praise she get from Representative Tyrone Brooks of G.B.R, all the recognition and praise she just got from President Steele of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, the organization that Dr. King and others founded. All the praise she just received and going to receive some more from a union up in Atlanta. I journeyed with them. Then she went to Thomas, Georgia, to a GMA training. I was able to sit in on the training. And this is why our black council members got to stop sitting down with their tongues stuck to the roof of their mouths. Black and white right city council members across the state of Georgia got to come together, unite in one forum, call CNN, and if Victor Blackwell don't come, call Al Sharpton of the MSNBC, all these black and female white mayors, if necessary, come sit down in a forum, call ABC, CBS, 60 Minutes, 48 Hours, Dateline, somebody who are not in the clique and being controlled by the dollar in the land of the free and the home of the brave need to come out from among them and join with the American people who are suffering and questioning our form of government. Not in 1814, but in 2014, when the newspaper can ignore the news at a public meeting here in the state of Georgia over and over again and not say nothing. The American people better wake up, because we are going down the path of ancient Rome. And it seems as if, though, we are lining ourselves up for just such a downfall. Next clip in a minute.